there is an element of like we're going through different seasons, but like the position that I don't want you to be in is getting not necessarily sidetracked, but not knowing that problems might come up in the future. What I mean by this is like you might have an unexpected month of higher churn. You might not get the renewals. Does this make sense? Like a lot of things have fallen in your favor, which is amazing. Like, you know, we like this, it works for you at times, but there'll be a season of your business, a month, a quarter, where we need to like almost recalibrate. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
you might want to get rid of shitty clients. You might want to rebuild some of the program. Like when we rebuilt the program, that was so much of my time. And what I mean by this is I did a 2-month build in 3 weeks because I just stayed up, quite literally. But what I'm trying to say here is like there's certain moments whereby we need to get clients in. So the difference between, have you heard me go through this concept of growth versus scale?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the concept of this. And Jerry, let me know if you don't, right?
Yeah.
So this is build. Build shit, improve stuff, cut stuff. Cut what's not working. Double down on what is working. This element here is just acquisition. That's it. So if you've been in a season whereby you've done a lot of scale and you feel like things are cooking really well, now we might need to build in just a few improvements. And the best part about this is like if you truly build something that is going to help you get to 100K plus a month, it just runs. You know, it just runs. Like it could be as simple as like having your setters have all the Aura automations run into Slack. As simple as that. They see the leads coming in. They're like, okay, there's a ton of things we can clean up here. They can get more leads coming in a faster way. But if the leads aren't coming in, the setters are behind the 8 ball. They're ringing the leads too late. You're not going to close them. Because it's kind of like a small bit, Sarah, it's like more of the same. But the issue is when we look at these actual thought experiments where you went and did something, the inclination now is doing more of the same, but that's going to be getting the same result. Now, if you want to get the same result, that's completely fine. But there'll come a point where you just get a little bit bored of the same result.
Yeah. I see that. But yeah, I'm going to book another webinar for another 2 weeks because I've got the flow right now. The ads seem to be working well.
Okay.
Um,
Do we agree that
the next actions for me? It's like I felt burnt out a couple of weeks ago, and I've got to a place now where I'm like, I wanted where I am right now so much 6 months ago.
great, amazing,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That is awesome. The only thing I'd add to this though is just the fact that now with this, we just want to. You like running webinars. They fit your personality type. They fit your business model. Just make sure that the hour is worth it by just increasing the spend. What's an acceptable level you want to move to that you'll be happy with, whereby if you spent the money and you lost it, you wouldn't care?
Yeah, probably doubling it.
Okay, so 1,500 to 3K. Yeah, it's 3,000. Great.
And then I guess there's definitely stuff that still needs to be sorted out in terms of systems. But I was also thinking of like now that you're like, don't change, but I don't have a good VSL, and there will be a point where you will want to go off a masterclass and give it a breather for a bit and go to a VSL. Or can you just keep going masterclasses? Like we don't actually have a very big population.
Yeah.
Or do I start targeting Australia or the UK or something?
Well, you should be targeting Australia already. 100%.
Right.
And also you should be targeting Pacific time zone because you're based in the furthest part from the world. But what's like 8 a.m. Pacific time to you? As in 8 a.m. New Zealand time, what time is that in Pacific?
Yeah, it's like we're a day behind, but about 5 hours apart. So like a lot of my clients from the US were EST or CST or PST.
Okay, I would recommend straight away. So increasing this ad budget, especially because because you're increasing locations, you got to increase the budget. In
Yeah.
general. So Australia, New Zealand, PST. So all up
I have a
the
lot of clients from the UK.
yeah, but the time zone will be off for the webinar.
Oh yeah, not if I run it. Oh, true.
Yeah. So this is why I'm saying that this variable here of show up rate, and this is helpful for you, Jerry. We're going to get into your webinar next, obviously, is multifactorial. But if you're lucky to be based in Europe and you're selling to Europeans who are all based in Europe and they all follow the same fucking cycle of everything, you're fine. It's just that one for your scenario, Sarah, and for my scenario, it's multifactorial. You know, I'm actually looking to run a webinar actually while I'm in Europe just because it's just fucking easier, basically time zones. Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
that's cool.
let's
Thank
just
you.
double tap on this 1 second though, right? Because we have the ad spend, okay, which is like the easy low hanging fruit. We have the geolocations. Do you not have a setter in place right now? Correct.
No,
Okay, so
I've got my EA. So that's like he messaged 50 to 100 of the registrations, being like, "Hey, coming to the webinar," and he's doing a bit of the heavy lifting and a bit of this cleaning up here. That's all getting done.
okay, is he going out to do the booking them in after the webinar?
No. Yes, he'll check in with those who turned up, and then those who didn't, they either get a message request or they're also in the email sequence.
Okay, I would go out to the ones who didn't. I would go out to everyone. Just as simple as that. Go out to everyone, and then hit everyone. Be like, thank you so much for registering an event. As part of the offer, we were offering a free consultation to help you solve ABC. Do you want to book in for tomorrow at 9 a.m.? And then similarly to the people who did show up, thank you so much for showing up. As you saw, we're offering this free consultation. We'd love to help you achieve ABC and XYZ. And then everyone who booked a call, he will optimize for them to show up on that. Because now you have the show up of the show up, right? That's the challenge when you sell the call. Selling the call is still better than selling open cart for sure, but this is just a cycle.
Okay. So what do you think are my actionables from here so that I don't go away being confused?
Yeah. So to go from 60K a month to 100K a month, we need to do a few things. What you have right now in marketing, leave as is. And what we're adding is we're increasing the spend. We're changing the locations. And then we're going to dial in the sales ops on this. Because all webinars are getting them to buy the idea and buy into the belief that you can solve this one specific problem. But then it's all the fringe shit around the webinar, which makes it basically like effective. So we have effectively in here, we have the webinar, actually the lessons. Then we have the sales ops here. And then we have the ad spend here, effectively. So we need the EA in the short term to do all this shit and get them booked on. So his KPI should just be honestly just to book as many calls as humanly possible this week. And especially while I agree with you that like after the webinar you should be taking things a little bit easy. Like I remember I ran a webinar and I took calls on the back because we like triple booked every slot. Like we were back to back, and it was the worst thing in my life. Like it was really, really bad. But that doesn't mean that your team can't be doing this in the interim, which is the whole purpose of this.
Yeah, no, that's cool. There's so much leak in the already sign-ups and stuff that can be tidied up.
Yeah, and this is the issue, right? Because the reason why you're not spending more money on paid is because of this. Is because you know somewhere in the back of your mind that, hey, this is like a leaky bucket. And like the bucket is just like pouring out leads effectively.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And the only way to solve it is to have a setter, right?
Setter, sales operations, the right booking links, the right SMSs. Like we'll have SMSs unlocked in Aura pretty soon. and we already have the emails for book calls. But ideally, we have the setting. We're going to have the the emails, the dials, and the SMS coming out of Aura for book calls. That will optimize the show up rate of the calls, but obviously pre that stage, we need to do the other shit too.